Hello, anyone there? Good evening. Hi guys.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hello.
Hey, good evening.
Hello.
Good
So
evening.
okay.
Hello,
So we are
anyone
on
there?
another AMA session brought to
Good
you by the
evening.
core team.
Hi guys.
So we have
Good evening.
we
Good
have so
evening.
many things for you
Hello.
guys.
Hey, good evening.
Many opportunities
Hello.
have come
Good
to us.
evening.
And we would
Okay.
like to
Hello.
so
share
we
to
are on
everyone
another
what's
AMA
happening to
session brought
LG
to you by
in
the
these
core
past few
team.
weeks.
So
We've
we've
been
Good
been
really
really
evening.
busy.
busy.
We've
We
been
have
really
so
busy.
many things for
We've
you
been
guys.
really busy.
Many
Hey, good evening.
opportunities
Hello.
have come.
So, echoing. Okay.
So before we start discussing things, I'd like to introduce to everyone, Andrea, our newest member of the core team. Everyone must be wondering, what's Andrea's role for in the core team? So Andrea, you can share your roles in the core team. The mic is yours.
Hi. Thank you so much for that, Ryan. Good evening, everyone. Let me start off by introducing myself. My name is Andrea, and I started off as the first scholar of the Limitless Guild. At the time, there wasn't much to do, and we just had a vision, a belief that we'd grow and be successful. I remember when all Ryan and Lucas wanted me to do, well, aside from doing my responsibilities as a scholar, was for me to help expand and recruit people to our Discord. We were envisioning thousands of members for the guild. Well, at first, to be honest, I doubted. I didn't believe that the three of us can do that. So I started doing posts on Facebook and DMing my friends and family. I didn't have much of a motivation until I saw the results of what I did. From then on, I had a clear understanding of what being limitless is all about. Well, as of the moment, I work closely with the core team to help improve and expand the family we enjoy, for us to continuously grow towards success together. I volunteered my service to contribute as the Limitless Guild is striving to scale with Project Unlimited. Well, enough about me. Let us now hear from a great contributor of the LLG, our core team member and founder, uh, Lucas. Let's give it up for Lucas, everyone.
Hey,
Woohoo.
hi everyone.
Hello.
Thanks, Andrew. Really appreciate that. Thanks, Ryan. And most of all, thanks for everyone who comes here. We have big guilds members coming in like BB Time, like Apache, so many people. I lose track of the names that have to be mentioned here, but I really appreciate spending all the times here. The reason why we are all here today is to make announcement of some huge plans that we have for everyone, for the community, and also to make a truthful sessions with you about what we have achieved and what we have done this couple of months. So feel free at the end of the session to ask us any question because we are building towards a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. We welcome any comments, and it's because of all the comments that you have within these couple of months that really make us grow so much. Uh, 5 months ago, guys, just 5 months ago, just Ryan and myself, we've endured the very first scholar. We have zero experience, honestly. I'm just a crypto investor, have been through ups and downs in my traditional business, almost got bankrupt twice. I'm lucky. And Ryan have some experience on community building, but not as a scale as such to ever imagine that we'll come close to more than 4,000 Discord members at this moment and to more than 60 scholars currently. And the challenge to us today is that we envision, I remember when we first began, we always have a one-to-one, we call it the exploration session, the one-on-one. And then we always tell everybody our dream, our vision, who we want to be. And guys, you know what? Actually, we are realizing every moment of this that we manifest as we speak. If you could just remember, we envision that at the end of first quarter this year, 2022, we're going to grow to a scale of more than 100 scholars. And to our surprise, it's really God sent, universe sent, that we got a huge investors that is going to scale the guild to more than 1,000. In fact, his dream is huge. Later, Ryan will show you the slides with some of the snapshot, the words that he had mentioned, right? So it's really exciting. That's why one of the objective of us holding this AMA today, not just to give you the understanding that where we are, where are we going in terms of our ship, and where we can embark on this journey together as a whole, and going forward, what can we expect from each other to outgrow ourselves as limitless as part of the family, right? To give you a heads up, Ryan, could you show up the slides on
Hermie?
yeah, Hermie, could you show up the slides? Okay. Yeah, everyone, you could watch this live stream from Hermie. We're going to go through some slides as we welcome you in this AMA. Right, Hermie, could you show the audience the our project Unlimited? Right. Everyone, we are very proud and honored to share with you today as an announcement officially that we are launching Project Unlimited. Originally from the investors, he's very ambitious and he has a fund ready. Before he even extend talk to us, he he mentioned that he want to do very long term. He want to scale the project. He want to do very long term, and also as a gratitude to our partners, he was introduced by our UK programmer partner Farron, okay, Epic Flyer, as some of you already know him, because of our belief, because of our integrity, because of our transparency in anything that we deal with. He's very Farron is very impressed in our work, and he introduced whichever guild that comes to him that wants to learn on building a guild. So the investors actually came to talk to us about building a guild, but when we present to him the extent of the documentation and the requirement to grow at such a scale, uh, that give him the determination to not work by himself but work together with us. So we are very honored and very thankful, that he extends so much to us. So the first phase, this project is divided into 3 phases. The first phase is 50 scholars within this month. In fact, by weekend, he already have by this coming weekend, he already have 50 wallets in place, and it will start recruiting. And phase 2, 300 scholars. Phase 3 will be 1,000 scholars and beyond. So in phase 3, 1,000 beyond, thereafter, we will have a 20% growth rate for every single week. Now, when we have that confirmation with him, honestly, at that very moment, to be just totally honest with you, we are lost. In fact, we tell the investors, and we dare to say the truth. We tell the investor, because he wants to be very low profile. He's in our Discord, by the way, but he wants to remain very low profile. So I will not mention any names or any Discord names. So we tell him that, hey, honestly, we have not built a guild of such a size, and we are very small and nimble at this moment, 60. We have no experience so far in able to scale to such a size, but we are a bunch of passionate people to the extent that we might be crazy in our thoughts, that we never limit ourselves in any thinking, that we'll keep growing and outlast ourselves to any extent that we need to not sleeping, that we don't sleep, we work, that we work, and we learn from all these processes. And we don't have a solution, we'll always find out a plan or the way that we can discuss and brainstorm for an answer altogether, that we get closer to where we want to. So he knows that we are dead serious. We are very honest about in any things that we do. So that's why you see from this that he sent to us yesterday. Yesterday we have a long discussion until 5 a.m. In fact, I was already asleep. Hermie was the one that is entertaining him. Not entertaining, but actually explain to him the tools that we have built. So he says that he want to build to 1,000 XC. Okay, 3,000. Then 10,000, 20,000. Imagine at 20,000, how much is that? About 6,000 scholars. And then starting to buy land and moving into different areas, because Hermie is also heading another department into different dimension of games. So once we reach at that scale, we will be introduced to a lot of game publisher and companies that we can get early MFT to scale our project at a different level. Of course, at such a scale, we will already be able to tokenize. Okay, that's why tokenization is always in our plan. As we have this conversation again and again with all the scholars that we have met, and our prayers are answered. So everyone, honestly, if we are able to keep to the faith that we are working very hard every day and paying it forward, these are the things, and these are the things that eventually, universe has always a way to answer our prayer. In fact, at the at the last part of November and December, at the last part of December to early November, January, sorry, the market is not doing very well. We have a hard time, but even at that very hard time, we do our best to pay it forward. That scholars that you are on board, you are giving air job. We have tournament that we give out prize money on that, and honestly, that was really a hard time. But we are very thankful. We are able to persevere together with you. Uh, that's why we will continue to do our best for you, and really appreciate this moment that you are not giving up hope in a guild, that you're not giving up hope in the Axie Infinity, that you're not giving up hope in the crypto space as much as we believe. Because every extreme fear in the market is every opportunity that we perceive. Like the investors, the investors is in the scales of hundreds of millions and billions. Okay, honestly, when he shared with us some of the information and the network that he have, uh, he already in place for such a fund that we are able to work together. So this project Unlimited is very important for us, and also very important for the growth of the guild. So we like to ask for your commitment. We like to ask for your uh, for your immense intensity to be part of us. It's definitely not an easy journey. Okay, if it's an easy journey, I suggest that you don't opt in, because an easy journey will not enroute you to be a limitless in your growth. Later, all our members will be sharing with you their deepest journey with you, so that you know how hard they have been striving to ensure that the guild is really growing at such a scale. Okay, we are totally excited. We'll be moving into uncharted waters. That's why we need you to be present, to be committed in this journey together with us. And there will be a lot of circumstances that we does not know what to do. We need a lot of your help. We need your responses. We need your responsibility, your accountability. And we will be always there. Whatever resources that we have that we can share to the extent for for the growth of your character, for the growth of your financial success, and most importantly, for the growth of you to be at the higher self that you never imagined before. Okay, this is where we want to be. And before I leave you, let me share with you our target and objective. In this project that we are working with, we are targeting an average hit rate of 140 SLP for everybody. Okay. The great news is that the investors does not benchmark himself the guild with YGG. In fact, we are having a higher benchmark, because for bigger guilds like YGG or Merit Circle, they are employing and engaging the scholars with huge merit, so that they can join them for esports or competition. Well, we want to scale the project in an unlimited basis. So we will extend our arrangement with scholars that's little or even no experience. Come, join us, learn together with us, learn the process of becoming a limitless. And the opportunity is just not limited to just being a scholar. We have devised plans and in place in terms of the scholarship program. There will be coaches to be engaged. There will be trainers to be engaged. In fact, we will have a lot of different DAO system, so that we can find the right fit of person character that is committed to be limitless into different gaming that we are developing a scholarship around that game. Okay, which Hermie and I is constantly researching that. Okay, so you're not just looking at Axie Infinity, you are looking at a spectrum of game. But the focus and the starting point and the insertion point will be, of course, Axie Infinity, because that is a basis for you to outgrow yourself. If you can hit more than 140 SLP consistently in Axie Infinity, there is nothing that you cannot achieve. Okay, we have a lot of scholars has proven that even at the low range when the scholar, okay, like Ria, like so many other scholars who at the bottom, sorry, okay, initially, but now she's at the top, okay. We have a scholar now, SLP, and MMR is even higher than one, which is the monstrous top player in our guild, okay. So and not only that, the investors actually have mandate for us to focus to generously the word is to give out 40 to 60 energy to scholars because he wants scholars to make more money in terms of SLP, not in terms of percentage, because it's the SLP and the number of SLP that matters to you. Okay. So with this mandate, we are very excited. We are very committed. Okay. Before Ryan and I found the guild, I have a lot of other businesses. I have to hand over all the businesses to all other partners. Now I'm 100% on this to make sure that we really pay forward to you, to make sure that we are 100% committed to your success, to be limitless in this journey with us. So with this, I'm very thankful. We like you to hold on to us because a lot of things uh, we don't have an answer. But with you, we know that we are constantly with good people like you. We are closer to an answer. And every individual scholars and individual of you in the community is very important. And Ryan, Hermie, Andrew, and Wam will tell you more about how their journey is touching so many lives and touches their internally every moment with you. So I thank you. I wish you all the best. Uh, we will see you in this journey. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Give it up
Right.
for Lucas. What a great speech for Lucas.
Yep.
Yeah. So guys, I guess it's my turn now. So first, we have so many things in the scholarship department, and we have been working around the clock this past two few weeks. So there's some sleepless nights and really intense nights with the core team. So as a product, I like to share to you our product. But first, let me share you my experience. So first, we made this scholar journey because in the past few months we had so many opportunities that happened to the guild. Like for example, let's start on my story. So back then, I think it was on July. I was just a scholar, It's a simple dude looking for scholarships around the Discord server and stuff. And then after 1 month of playing, I got scammed, and I was really frustrated around. And instead of uh like putting Axie Infinity aside, I just went to the community and started helping people, and that's the reason why I help Lucas. So my point of that is, uh yeah, the universe like made my life through something negative at me, and then I consumed it. I turned it into something
Ryan.
positive by
Think it's lagging.
Yeah, he's lagging. No.
lagging. Okay. Okay, let me start again.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so let me start again. So back when I was in
All
July or
right.
something.
Yeah, you're
So
lagging. You're lagging.
oh, I'm
You're
lagging
lagging.
because yeah, because I'm
Oh
streaming.
no.
Okay, it's okay now. Is it okay now? Clear. One, two,
Uh,
three. Okay. So back then I was scammed and I was really frustrated around. So instead of you know quitting Axie Infinity, I tried to make something positive out of it. I tried to help the community. I think some of you guys know my story, but I'd like to share it to everyone who doesn't know.
yeah.
I pretty much helped the community. I remember I met Ken, the mod of Axie Infinity, and then I met Plushy and stuff. And then while helping in the community, I met Lucas, and Lucas was a very patient man with me. Okay, so after that, many opportunities came to my life because of LLG. Like a few months ago, I don't have a PC, and now here it is sitting in front of me, ready to use. I have so many opportunities came, and I want to, as a co-founder, I want to share that to the community as well because lately, these past few months, I'm gonna tell you again, we had so many opportunities. Our lives changed. Later, you will know more about the story of our core team on how LG turned their lives around, especially for Hermie. And yeah, we like to share these opportunities. So we'd like to introduce to you the game captains. Hermie, can you? So these game captains. So these game captains will make the scholar experience much more better. Why? Because they'll have someone to lean on when they have hard times. Because as a previous scholar myself, I didn't have anybody to teach me, guide me patiently and stuff. So having this kind of person beside you to guide you around and train you will make your experience much more better, therefore unlock more opportunities. So there are two types of game captains. Okay, so those two game captains have their own different responsibilities. The two captains are coaches and trainers. So for the coaches, they will be monitoring SOP average and stuff. So basically, a manager on what the community would like to call. But it's just more than that because as a manager myself, it's just it's not just monitoring scholars around. It's also good because you get to know their stories, communicate with them, make friends. There are some hard times when you have to dismiss as scholars. Yes, but I think that's part of the process. And you see, it's not just a coach. It's not more than that. Okay, and that for the trainers also, it's not more than just trainers. Okay, they won't just train scholars. They can also interact and then make friends with it. So it's really wonderful to have these kind of people around. And as for the trainers, Hermie, next slide. So the trainers will work around with the coaches, not only with scholars. This is to have a complete list of people that they can help with. So yeah, that's it. And then okay, okay. So for the game traders, okay, that's it. And for the next slide, please. Okay, so to get in some game captains, we have some certain qualifications as flashing in your screen. Okay, and then we would like to share these opportunities via game captains. You as a scholar as self in our LG can also apply for game captains. Okay, so you can on board with us and embark on a great journey on LLG as a game captain. There will be more game captains as we scale. So we have a scalability uh, scale where we will add more game captains as we get more scholars. And that's the game captain concept that we are introducing to the community. Next one, please. All right. So this part, the beacon team, will be shared to you by Hermie. So Hermie, the mic is
I
yours.
think you would want Wom to speak up, like representing like as our first game captain. If Wom can share before I continue.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, right. Oh. My name is Wam, guys. I think everyone here knows me, and pretty much, so pretty much, I'm the first game captain. Actually, I have already played this game for a very, very long time, and there's like, I started from. All right, all right, all right. So basically, I started from playing Axie with a floor team. I was like very, very stupid at that time. I get a floor team, so very cheap, a very, very cheap team on like my first few months. And then like, ooh, I saw my potential there. I got to 2K, almost 2K MMR with a floor team. I was like, ooh, I want to play better. So what I did was like I applied for a scholarship in Limitless Guild, and basically I requested for a team, like a decent team, which is an AAP team. If you guys are the OGs in Limitless Guild, you will remember that. So basically, I started from that, and then I got to 2,700 MMR with that team. Like last season, season 18, and then now, when season 19 came, I bought a new team, got a new meta team, and then basically I got I got this team. I was grinding very, very hard, and then at the end of the season I got to the top 100. And I was like, really, really, that's like my main goal in playing Axie was going to the top 100. So basically, if you guys are really, really interested into growing your gameplay, and then if you guys want to teach people how to play the game, we are basically hiring game captain, coaches, and trainers for that. So if you guys decided to become like a trainer and a coach, I will guide you through the process, guys, and I'll teach you everything that I know in Axie Infinity. So, aside from that, working with the core team, it's really, really fun here. Um, you'll get to know a lot of things, a lot of very, 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 very important things in Axie Infinity. Like the gameplay and stuff is gonna be like, alright, you will basically understand the game much, much better. So, I met Lucas like a while back. This guild was like I was the 14th scholar in this guild, and I was like, ooh, I was very, very struggling with a floor axie team, cannot go to 2K MMR, and then yeah, that's how I got into this thing. So basically, that's my story right there. And yeah, for those who are wanting to be a trainer, wanting to be a coach, we welcome you with open hands, and I will guide you through the process. That's all.
Thanks, Wom. So thanks for Ryan, Wom, Andrea, as well as Lucas. Right now, before I proceed with the Beacon team, maybe the community has some questions to answer regarding like the scholarship, the captains, as well as the coaches and trainers. If no questions are asked in general chat, I'll continue.
I think Ryan, could you share the diagram with the audience on when they journey with us in this process, the opportunity that they have as captains, as masters, you know? The diagram would be very important. Ryan?
Okay, sure, sure, sure. Let me share that in a bit. So I think we should vote for Herbie first, and then I'll share after Hermes
Yeah, now
answer.
because we are talking about the scholarship. Yeah, because this whole project on Project Unlimited focus around on the importance of game captains, masters, trainers, so that we can add a gentle touch to all the scholars that join us. No, as much as we want to scale and using tools and robots or system, these are very cold, not heartfelt, systemized ways. So after we thought through and discussed internally, we still felt the very importance to have more people on board in order to in order to share with such a gentle touch with people. That's why we incorporate the system. So Ryan, it's very important that you go through that with the community and the audience.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Let me share my screen. So I'll share my screen for now.
Yeah,
Okay,
please.
can you guys see it?
Diagram Pog.
So can you guys see it? So here on the scholar's journey, okay. So will be the process when you apply as a scholar of LG. So as you can see, you do the usual procedures. You submit resume, become a scholar and stuff, and then this is where things get more interesting. Okay, so as you grow more as a scholar, as you learn more, as you earn more, as you become a top player, big opportunities come at your right in front of you. Like you can apply for a game master, you can apply for a coach or a trainer and stuff. And there's so many much thing. And me as a former scholar myself, I'd like to create more opportunities that I didn't get to experience as a scholar back then. And this is my commitment to LG to make the scholarship better. Okay, we for now we may have some we did have some shortcomings, but we are always right there. We are always committed to fix it and give back to the community as much as possible, and we believe in paying it forward. So right now we are really developing the scholarship department, so everyone can get the opportunity that everybody deserves, and everyone can grow in LG because this is their home. we should grow them, not just a scholar. We can unlock different talents. That's why, because of LLG, our teams are made of different people. We didn't get to like hire them from LinkedIn or something in the internet. They just come around. Talents come around, and we would like to grow those talents that are within our community. So we would like to grow organically. Okay,
Ryan,
that's all.
can you zoom on the diagram real quick so we can screenshot it and share it to general chat?
Okay, sure. I'll screenshot it and then send it to the general
Uh,
chat. Okay.
Ryan, could you focus on every point? Can you zoom in? Let me explain in detail with the audience on as we start to scale. What is really happening for the whole scholarship? Let's start from the top.
Zoom,
Okay.
zoom
Zoom
Let
in,
me.
zoom in.
F11. Go F11,
Uh,
Ryan.
you one module by one module with the applicant and the scholar first.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Ryan.
Go to the middle.
Hey guys, in the very beginning, as we start to grow to 50 to 60 scholars, before the investor came in to look at the way that we grow with a lot of documentation and process, the only journey that you're having with us, in fact, is just scholar, then scholar, and maybe grinding SLP. Okay, I think for us to grow, it takes more than that. And we need to hear you on the ground. If we have not developed enough opportunity for you, always let us know because as part of the team that we started young, we started with no knowledge. There are a lot of blind spot that we have that is beyond our awareness and understanding. So starting today, we will hold AMA sessions on a monthly basis so that we can hear you, we can understand from your perspective, and how we can do a better job and do good for your journey. Because everyone that comes in, be an individual or a watcher or in this channel, it adds a lot. It it helps us a lot. And every day uh, when we wake up and we go into the channel, when we start to embark our work, it's so heartwarming to see. I when we first begin, there are so many moments when I go into the channel. I saw so many people welcome each other when they first come in. There are people like Ash. There are people like uh generally, there's so many people like Neil John. There's so many people. The names are endless, right? So that's why we are creating a lot more opportunities. And in fact, in future, at this moment, we are doing a scholar-centric guild. This is only our version 1, V1. The V2 of us is that whoever that comes and join us, they will be given a profile so that they can use this profile that is generated from the games that you play with all the matrices that you play, right? Generate into a data collection point. Then you'll be given a profile. This is like your so-called LinkedIn profile that you can showcase to your metaverse employer. You can showcase to your reality employer that you have been through this journey with us. Because every gamer have this greatness in them. Okay, every gamer. I know it because I'm a gamer. And every of the core team know it because they are. Because gamer never give up easily. There's always to be continued. There's always going forward to find out what is the best way to play the game well, to improve the game, and make advances to improve themselves. And that's where you want to be as part of the limitless journey. So here, we initially when you submit the applicant is kind of a very draining process because you have to submit your resume, you have to join Discord, and now we are moving towards automizing the whole processes. Okay, so give us a lot of patience. We need your patience. Give us a lot of your understanding. We need your understanding because as we start to change, as we start to grow, there will be a lot of circumstances where you will find it pretty challenging to move. Okay, but we will be here and there and everywhere to assist you for the transition because we'll be implementing a lot of processes and systems in place for applying and to be passing the quiz at least to orientate you about our culture like today. Okay, and even the contract signing, which you want to safeguard your interests, they will be online, right? So this is what we'll be doing. Ryan, could you move down, please?
Move down.
Right.
Bro.
So as you start to grow with us, okay, all we need to know and all we need to be with you is that we want you and us to be committed to this growth. This growth is not just for the guild. This growth is for your personal growth, because as part of playing the game, as part of understanding how this organization is growing, you are here, in fact, learning how to run an organization. Okay, learning how to be an entrepreneur, even learning from Hermie and myself how to actually manage a fund and to grow a fund and to manage investment. In fact, if you are even interested to meet the C level of our partners, because we work very closely with programmers, with guild owners, and also external partners. Like for example, one of our largest partners, like Blockchain Space, they give us. In fact, they are very committed to grow with us. We are one of their very early alpha test guild that we test most of their guild tools. We also help them to develop guide and guidebook video guide for their tools, and they have deployed a team of system developer to help us to grow. Everyone, 3 to 4 months ago, we don't have the luxury. We don't even have the understanding of we'll reach to maybe 1,000, 2,000. 3 months later, you will see that we will be more than and then we will start to fly and we start to grow. And this is where we need you the most. So we urge you to join us, see us, not just watch us, be involved in us, okay? And before you are going in full time, which later Hermie will share with you his experience on how and why he converted the, okay? Be part of us starting as a volunteer. Be part of us besides a watcher. Engage in us in your involvement on how you want to grow with us. This is only the beginning that you're seeing, okay? As you know, we are generous. When we start to tokenize, people who join us in the very early stages as it is in this community, okay? You can, as part of the committee, we'll be allocating airdrops, allocating engagement tokens, and a lot more in place that we will think and for your beneficial, all right? So at this moment, as you start to join us, 2 areas we see that your journey is mostly required in the scholarship department. Okay, first the trainer, second the first the game master, and second the game captain, as what Ryan has mentioned. Okay, in this diagram, there is a slight changes. Okay, game master in this case, as I have to explain to you, it represents a DAO system. In future, every single game that we introduce will have a game master looking after the holistic structure and heading the department of managing the game. So we are looking at a couple of game master. At this moment, one is the game master of Axie Infinity. Okay, and he also double out as a trainer and also a coach. Okay, a lot of you will come in as volunteers, and then we will work with you on a contract basis as a coach, and after that you'll be part of the trainer program. As a coach, you'll be most likely engaged into managing the scholars that you have very close relationship with. It can be 100, 200, 300, depends on the capacity that you can manage. But based on our experience and based on a certain metrics that we calculate on a 80 to 20 rule, so most likely, if you are managing about 300 scholars, okay, in fact, you're only managing 60 scholars, okay? Like Ryan himself is managing 60 scholars. He has no issues on that, okay? Everything's on time. Sometimes he drop, but we always help each other to manage. So in a DAO, there will be many coaches. There will be good amount of trainer and couple of master. So we want to advance with you in this instance. And as a whole, constantly we are looking for, in fact, we have people and partners that is looking at leading us to esports. We are in touch with some very famous YouTuber. If I mention the names, you will know. Wam is already talking to them. Wam is one of their key players in their team. So Wam is also in charge of leading a lot of players who are interested to bring this at a competitive level to escalate your skills to another level. So you will see a lot of opportunity coming to join us. So this is where we need your patience and your understanding that that at this moment, as much as we want to make you a full time with us, but we need time to mingle, to engage with you, to understand whether it's fitting into our culture, because our culture is not easy. But our culture promises you in terms of transparency, in terms of no secrecy, in terms of whatever you learn, we will do our best. Okay? So if you think that you are in the same mindset as we are in this right culture, we will humbly welcome you to learn together with you in this journey, because no one knows all. It's only when we open our arms that we want to pay forward, and the universe has always a way to reward us. And we hope that we can hand in hand to welcome you in this process and really pay forward for the best of ourselves and for the goodness of the universe. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Lucas. We have one question from the community. So Kenji asked if can
Sorry,
someone be
sorry, Hermie. We take the question at the last. Let's go through
okay?
your because guys, we have been thinking about your opportunity. So we have a lot of opportunity besides on the scholarship, besides the Project Unlimited. This is where Hermie will unleash a huge opportunity for you. Okay, today that you are the first to hear. Right. So after that, we will answer every single questions until everyone is happy. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let us move on. So basically, this has been mentioned like from previously. I think I've already hinted the creation of the team or the department for Limitless about the Beacon team. So the name suggests like beacon, right? So before I go through this, I'll explain the current structure of the investment department, which me and Lucas is heading. So me and Lucas are assigned to different scopes of work. For Lucas' side, it is like internal team management, macroeconomy analysis, strategic partnerships. And then on my end, I do the play to earn research, basically finding out the next axis, developing a analysis regarding it if it's profitable or not, and then try to incorporate that over to our scholarship programs. And then the current problem with this department is, let's see, where is it? Okay. So the current problem is the lack of quality focus analysis from projects. And it is not also scalable because if you imagine it, there's like 20, 30 projects from each month. And it's only me and Lucas working on the investment department. So we need more manpower. So we decided to provide a new opportunity to scholars if they decide, if they want to commit to try to contribute to the department or the investment, helping the funds grow and helping us filter through the important news from games. So we are no longer unable to keep up with important news from like 100 Discord servers, unable to keep track of all like potential GameFi projects, and then more tasks equals to more mistakes. And we don't want to provide any scholarship program that has like faults or has like issues or has like economic probably like the tokenomics does not work and is no longer long term. We don't want to provide that for our scholars or for the community. So before I go through, let me share my experience on how I got into the Limitless Guild. Because for those who are like asking the question in their mind, like how do I contribute, right, to the investment department? If you are not interested to the scholarship or like being a captain or being a trainer or a coach, maybe you are interested on being one part of our beacon team. So before I met the guild, I actually am working on a BPO, a call center. I got two promotions within a single year from my hiring, and I was actually doing good from that work. And then I heard this game, crypto game, like Axie Infinity, around July after my birthday. I got interested into like the play to earn economy and started looking into games. And then when I was looking through a Discord, a Star Atlas Discord, I met Lucas asking random questions on how to like purchase the ships and how to do transactions within the marketplace. So me, I tried to as much as I want to help like all the people. That's the purpose why I'm in that Discord. Is like to try and help people. I PM Lucas, and then that's the start of us meeting. Basically, uh, after that, I decided to like check out the guild. I was actually given the opportunity to be the 11th scholar. So I started just like a scholar in the Limitless Guild. And then I asked Lucas a question. Hey, Lucas, I'm very interested on the play to earn research. I'm very interested on like the GameFi ecosystem. Is there a way for me to contribute? I want to dedicate some of my time to the guild. So like I can contribute also, right? Because there's like many games out there. I also want to contribute games towards the Limitless Guild. So with that, after a few months of working with Lucas, basically I do like an 11-hour shift. I play my 40 energies for 4 hours, so that's 15 hours. I spend another 2 hours for the guild doing research, like a side job, right? And then after a while, I got burnt out, and then Lucas asked me if why don't we collaborate like much more closely? Why don't you reconsider maybe going full time for the guild? And I was asking myself, I am very comfortable in my current job. I mean, I have like health insurance. I have like free food every day. I have like a more than average salary when it comes to like the Philippines. But then I also ask myself, from 2, 3, or 4, 5 years time, if I stay on the same job, what's my future, right? And then it got into me. GameFi has many opportunities. Play to earn has just started this year, last year. There's many opportunities to be unlocked. Just like how Bitcoin in 2013, when people said like, "Oh, that's shit. That's a crap project. It won't work." And then right now Bitcoin is up like around 38,000 right now, 50k, 60k all-time high. So we can be wrong if we do not risk going into a different opportunity. So what I did, I quit my job, my very good job. I still love the people there, but then I want to get out of my comfort zone and try to be part of the guild, working closely with the investment department. And so my opportunities here has just started to grow. I didn't even expect like for the guild to reach like 60 scholars. Even now, to have an investor to bring us forward to 1,000 scholars. I did not expect that. That opportunity was not open when I joined the guild. I started here as the 11th scholar with like no with like I mean the contract with Lucas I had when I moved into when I moved like full time into the guild, since I am the full time like employee, it's not even more than the salary I had before. But then I took the risk, and then I took that opportunity to scale with the guild, to grow with the guild. And here I am managing funds for the investment. I had no idea. I had no knowledge about play to earn. I'm just interested. I just like reading white paper. So that's a message to give to those who are interested. Maybe you are doubting yourself. Maybe you are saying to yourself that, hey, I am not like an play to earn master. I'm not an expert of gaming. I'm not an expert of like projects or GameFi. I don't know what crypto is. But then also ask yourself, if are you gonna let go of the opportunity that is to come within DeFi? We're not yet there, people. That's why I'd like to build the beacon department in order to help us scale, because the more scholarship programs we develop, the more workload for me and Lucas, and that's less quality for our community. So we want to expand the beacon team, maybe 5 to 10 people, if there are enough like committed people who will contact us, and then start from that. And then basically uh this is the Limitless or the Beacon Department. They're the guiding light to help the LG Investment Department navigate through potential projects that the department is looking to invest. and grow the LLG treasury. Their main task is to filter important news and announcements from projects that LLG is looking to participate in. It's as simple as looking into a Twitter post, Medium post, Telegram announcement, or even like a Facebook announcement from the page. That's it. And then from there, you can decide whether you want to grow yourselves by learning along with us, me and Lucas, joining us into the our sessions daily. So be part of let's see. So manage investment portfolio. You can learn how we manage our portfolio. We do a meeting every day, 11 a.m. You can also learn trade execution. You can participate in our like research and our like discussion, giving opinions to the project. And then you can also try to learn charting, learn the current crypto market outlook, try to understand where's the next wave segment of the crypto market. If you want to have like insider info of where the guild is heading to, a new scholarship program that we might be developing, you can also try to contribute into that rather than just filtering through the news. So now you can also be part of the inner circle. Again, our meeting every day and then also on Saturdays. You can be part of that once you are a member of the Beacon team. You can also be our priority in allocating scholarship programs. For example, if we want to participate in the Wonder Hero Scholarship, you'll be the first in the program to test with us and gather data before we release it to our scholars. So you can also have that opportunity to be able to contribute from the very first start of a new scholarship journey for our scholars. You can also do that. And then lastly, you can have you can after like learning, after going through the Beacon department, we can go through a deeper collaboration. So what does this mean? Is this means that you have already graduated from a Beacon team member over to a fiduciary agent. So you can be allocated with real funds and co-manage with LNG investment team. Just like me, I started with no funds, and right now I'm handling more than five digits of funds for LLG. That's in USD. So from you can also be rewarded or airdrop with tokens USD based on performance. That's depending on your contribution. So for the Beacon department, again, we will require people. Well, not require, but we would suggest if you have like the extra time and you are committed to grow with LLG, then just PM me or Lucas, and then we can start like rolling the ball on where this is heading. So uh, if you want to join the Beacon team, let us know. Contact us. I'm like online over like 24/7 so that we can get you in, and then we'll have like much more detailed discussion on what's next to happen. Okay?
All right.
All right. So again, thank you so much, Hermie, for sharing us about the Beacon team. And now, anybody got any questions so far? The community. Okay,
One question.
let's go to the community.
Yeah, the first question here was, can someone be part of LLG but not the scholarship route? Like they already have a scholarship, but they can an outsider apply as a game master or trainer?
Yeah, sure. We are not restricting anyone as long as they can commit, as long as they have the same, as long as they can implement the same culture as LG as doing, like paying it forward, really passionate about helping people, because that's where all the things started. So yeah, Lucas, anything other things to add? Lucas.
So it's still
Oh
her.
yeah. Uh, yes, what Ryan mentioned is right. Thanks, Ryan, for highlighting that. We don't have any restriction. We cherish any individuals who are committed to be limitless. So if you qualify yourself as you don't restrict your thinking and you constantly like to challenge yourself, come. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have the right tools to work with you and to train with you. Right. Yeah, having said that, of course, if you are a scholar that has been with us for a period of time, it's easier for you to understand us already. So based on that, of course, you will stand a good chance, but not necessary. We cherish individual, as we mentioned, with commitment to improve themselves. Okay, because we have very strict culture in the sense that we are constantly growing every individually. So if we don't grow together and you are being lag behind, then we will have to manage your growth. And if you keep missing your deadlines and we have to chase after you, and leaders will not behave like that because we cherish you as a leader when you join us. And leaders take care of their own commitment, will take care of their deadlines and engage us constantly instead of the other way around. So over here, no one is an employee. Everyone is a leader if you want to join.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also being part of the team is like you should I'll give you a heads up. So if you became part of our team, you should prepare like if you have you should prepare for arguments and stuff for heated things. Why? Because if you really want to get something and you know you're right, you fight for it. I'll just until you okay, if you don't like two people like for example me and Lucas, I say this is we should do and then Lucas no, this is not okay, that's gonna happen. And when that things happen to you when you get to the core team, you just discuss it out until you just came to a point where you just agree with each other. So yeah, it's also a part of a process to grow yourself because you really need really it import discussions like that are just very important, and it means like you really know what you're doing and you really want to share that to the party. So yeah, that sets up. So anybody want more questions? Come on, questions. Anyone? BB time. Hello. If you have any questions, we're open. Any questions? Just don't
Yep.
ask for my address and stuff.
All right.
So okay, we're waiting. There you go. People are
Okay.
typing. Yay. Okay.
3 minutes for questions, and then we're about to end stream. So send your questions now, and then we can extend if we have like a long answer.
Yeah. Come
Okay.
on, guys. Come on.
We need your feedback as well. So
Guys, it's a very it's like we are together in this
Yeah.
the guild. So
Yeah. If
let me see.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm saying, yeah, just feel free. We are like just one family. I mean, some of you have been with us for like 4 months, 5 months, or in the very beginning, right? Any questions or things, just chit chat with us,
Yes.
right?
If you
Yeah.
do, I'm sure
You
they
can
have
always ask,
questions.
you can always ask Ryan about his experience. You can always ask Wam how I argue with them, how I shouted, at times.
Any
In,
suggestions,
in
reactions?
in fact, our culture is what we want to help each other to improve. Yeah, then we can grow as a team. If there is things that we cannot help you to improve and we want to protect your face, so called, that we don't voice it out, is harming you. So as much as we protect your emotions, and in fact we ask everyone, if you have any emotions or you don't happy, just play it out, right? I mean, it's very normal as a human being. But at the end of the day, we want what? We want you improve, I improve, whoever that we work with improve, whoever that comes by in our life improve with our improvement. Then the journey of living a life is exciting because we know we are constantly outreaching to to a better self. Now, some of you may say, Lucas is so tired. I don't want to live a better self. I want to just be myself. Why do I need to constantly be unlimited? Well, that's your choice too, you know. I mean, if you are happy with who you are, of your situation, in whatever circumstances, wow, great for you. You discover your own nirvana, you know. Yeah, like I tell the team, my dreams, my life is next time whenever AMA sessions or any meetings, I could share with you my background instead of the spaceship that I'm in now, because now we're on the moon. So we're going to show you our spaceship.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
on our
The
way to
future,
space
okay, my
in the
background
galaxy.
will be like the Lord of the Rings trail, will be like Japan onsen, then I'll showcase to you. Once a while we got to go to the ground to be earthly, right? So if you have a dream that you dare to dream, dare to work it out, trash it out, fight it through.
Uh,
And
Okay.
the universe always have a way to reward you. Because 5 months ago, Ryan, do we ever imagine that a investor will airdrop to us? No.
No, it's just like I'm just chilling in the corner trying to learn how to do scholarships programs, and
Exactly.
right
We know
now, like,
nothing about scholarship.
I was just chilling from like the holiday season, and then boom, hey look,
Yeah,
an investor came in who wants to grow to 1,000 scholarships.
yeah. Even
And
when the investors came in, we're having so stressful about what is the things that we need to talk to him and developing structures together with him. In fact, we work around the clock, like couple of days. We talk through a system and we discuss in depth, and he's so patient because we are honest with him. We say that, hey, look, we don't have much experience. We only 60 scholars, but we are very committed to get things done.
yeah,
And right
Lucas,
here, right now,
sorry to cut you off, but there are questions already pumping in.
oh,
So,
thank you. Great.
Pishi, our partner
My
said,
conversation works.
uh, yeah,
Yeah.
in the future, will LG allow external private investors to come in before opening the offer to the public?
Honestly, currently, we are working towards exclusivity to the investor that we have because he is not lacking in funds, to be honest with you. Uh, we are not exploring external investors to come in, but as we start to tokenize the guild will open up uh, token sales for investors to come in for the token. Yes, but if you are talking about a private investors who's interested to pump in funds to grow the scholarship base, not at the moment. Yeah, unless we can find a harmony and a balance scalability together with all the investors that we work with. Yeah, and currently, uh, what's the immediate challenge that we have at this moment is to work our hearts out to prove to the universe that the airdrop of the investors is at the right place to us because we have developed the skills to scale to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 scholars. That's why we call our project Unlimited. Because right now, right here, we are developing that skill. We are learning. Yeah. And we like to extend this learning together with you.
Yes.
If you were to ask me, guys, is the scholarship captain system is going to work? Is the trainer system is going to work?
Yeah.
I would love to give you an answer to say yes. But right here, I'm going to say I'm not sure. But we are giving every single details to a challenge, to a test, to stress it. Then we were able to know and navigate where is our uncharted waters, where we can inch forward a bit, or where we can detour in order to find the right path to the right place. That's how we move, right? We're not going to say no to everything, but of course, we're not going to say yes because every yes comes with huge responsibility.
Yeah.
Right.
We navigate. So you see, we have a Nami here and an Angel,
Yeah, we're like
Andrew,
One Piece.
as our Nami in one piece to help us to navigate as well because Andrew is very strict in processes. Angel is is very good in her language to help us to guide through in a very proper way to manage the field. That's
Yeah.
where she actually, in fact, guys, to also mention about Andrew. Andrew actually came in to volunteer her service to us because of a commitment in foster home. Because she was developing a foster home that she has to left us in between of a journey. We are very sad about it, but we give her our blessing. And because she knows at this very moment we are in our huge challenges and difficulty. So just one Sunday she messaged us and say, is there any way that we help? Because is there any way I can help? Because I see that you guys are struggling at this moment. Well, we are so thankful when we receive that message. And then I spend like hours talking to her and honestly tell her what we have faced, what's our internal issues and stuff like that. Right.
Yeah.
We are
And
we are totally honest with the things.
okay,
If
that's
we know, we know. If we don't know, we'll just tell you we don't know yet. But don't know yet doesn't mean we don't go and find out the answer.
uh,
Because some answers is relevant to find out, some answers may not be relevant. Then we will deploy resources. Okay.
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 So
Second question.
Yeah, I
yeah,
have a question. I'll say this from anonymous. So, a friend is inquiring how coaches are compensated. Not, yeah, that's all.
a very good question. How you like to be compensated? Why don't you tell us how you like to be compensated? And to be honest with you, at this moment, uh, we are in terms of cash flow wise, we are reasonable. In terms of capital wise, because of the games that we invested at this period of time, the market is not doing well. For Axie Infinity, we lost about 60 to 65% of our capital funds just by investing in Axie Infinity in the assets. Our investment assets drops close to 30 to 40%. Like I told Hermie and Ryan, we are going long term in this. We are not cutting loss. Uh, for Axie Infinity, we are not cutting loss in some of the games. We are only cutting loss in some fact find that the roadmap is not ascertained in their journey, and we are cutting loss on the project. So we are going for the long term. The funds are deployed for long term. Why I need you to understand that is that we don't have the luxury at this moment to pay you handsomely that matches the market rate at this moment. I need to be honest with you, okay? And if you're willing to explore the deepest of your limitless, we welcome you. And once we reach a scholar base of 500 and beyond, then we can work out a good level of market rate payment to you if you prove yourself to be truly limitless and valuable, and the culture is fit, and then we will work that out. Like we have this experience with Hermie, with Ryan and one, because at the very early stage, they know what they want. uh, they prove their worth, and they constantly take pride in the things that they do and challenges themselves. Of course, at times we accept challenges and mistakes every individual makes. So we only have two consideration for any individuals who would like to join us. First, you make a promise. Second, you deliver your promise. Okay? In fact, we offer the third. The third is that in event that you cannot deliver a promise because it's a deadline that is inbuilt in that promise, right? It's fair. Then tell us when you can finish the deadline and tell us what resources you need in order to deploy you to finish the work. Like like when Hermie joined us, one of his major work is to write a white paper for us. Right, Hermie? Right? And Hermie have no experience to writing any white paper. Hermie even asked me, Lucas, I think we need to get a writer. I said, no, Hermie. You and I are the writer.
Yeah.
So I spent some days to just write a draft, and I passed the draft to Hermie. And Hermie is a skeleton. Honestly, it's nothing much. It's a good replica of what YGG has written. Right, Hermie?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. But we managed to improve that until today. That's constantly improved and outthink our thinking of version 1 and version 2. And also to share with you another experience. When first Ryan co-founded the guild with me, we have no idea on how to recruit scholars. And I just tell Ryan, get whoever is interested to join us. You know what Ryan did? Ryan did a what? There was a game called what? Find Wolfie? Find who?
What? Find Waldo thing.
Yeah, Find Well Dog, right?
You guys wanna
So
do that again?
we even developed a game. We even developed, not developed. We found this interesting thing that you're able to find this person in a sea of pictures. Then
Yeah.
it's a quiz, and then you're given a scholarship. We don't even care whether you know how to play Axie or not, because we are interested just to get more people in. And we learn in that process. In fact, as we start to grow to 30 to 40 scholars internally self-funded, we have a lot of issue because the scholars first, most of the scholars, because they are not coming in the disciplinary issue of as a gamer, because we don't check on their resume, we just accepted after an exploration session. You know, people can just talk about whatever aspiration they have, whatever dreams they have, but when it comes to action, it's a huge dislodge, you know, guys. So now we are talking, but we have not worked with you. You have not worked with us. So we welcome you to volunteer with us. If you find that we are there for you, we really mean what we say, then let's do something about it, right? Like Andrew volunteer her service. I even tell Andrew, no, if you volunteer, you are spending time. We will still give you some token of appreciation, but not much. It's just a make do. If you are willing to accept the make do, okay, when we come to scale to such a level, let's do something good. Because at this moment, honestly, we lost a lot of money because the market is downturn. That's the truth. Some of the guild owners are even leaving the scene, you know.
Yep,
Don't even
disbanded
think
guilds.
about airdropping you at the end of the year, which we did. Have we not done that? Right? So instead of you asking for our expectation of a remuneration, why don't you ask yourself? Let me challenge you. Why don't you ask yourself in 5 years later, or 3 years later, or even fast track because this is a crypto space, 1 year later, what is a skill set that you want to make you a millionaire? Hermie knows that, and Hermie just joined us. In fact, Hermie joined us and tell us immediately, you don't have to pay me market rate. I just want to learn with you guys. Right, Hermie?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I tell Hermie, no. If we want to get you full time, we must at least pay you a market rate. We cannot make you suffer with us. We can only seek for your forgiveness and patience for this period of time. But we are very lucky, honestly. Our answers are all our prayers are all answered. Yeah, because we pray for our answers. We dare to manifest for our answer. So you, whoever that you have asked for your expectation of remuneration, let me ask you again. If you're my age of 44, maybe you want to ask about remuneration. When I'm at the age of 14, 15, 16, 20, 30s, when I decided to work for any projects or any place, I don't ask for remuneration. I ask for what knowledge I could get. I ask for what skill set I could acquire. I ask for what kind of network I would able to join. I ask for what community I'm able to get involved in. Because with the right community, with the right network, with the right people, you will get all the success that you want. And if you just focus on money, I'm sorry, it's very short-sighted.
Yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's why Ryan joined us. We don't pay Ryan a lot. That's why one pay join us.
Yeah.
But one and Ryan saw the opportunity.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
enjoy
Thanks for
most
the
of the
question.
time.
Thanks,
A
Lucas.
thinker for you.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, guys.
Okay.
Thank you, core team. So I really enjoy engaging with the community. For now, community is kind of not so active like it was on his glory days, but I have plans on engaging the community as we scale. So just a heads up for everyone. And
Yeah, I already told
yeah,
Ryan, Ryan must submit a plan on how to engage his community. If we need to give out more SLP for certain engagement, plan it, do it, budget it. Okay?
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
definitely that will
So
come.
everyone gets involved. Everyone knows that this is a community that we have fun. We want to grow something. We have fun and we want to be with each other day in, day out because we know that this is where we are connected, not just financially, not just at the higher self, but also at a spiritual level.
Yeah, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
have
Okay.
another question. This time for BB time. Axie, he says, I was wondering if your other plans on scaling not just the scholarship model, but with terms such as content creation. Uh, BB type actually you
Sorry,
can.
Ryan, your voice is a bit on off. Can you copy and paste? Is it in the group general chat? Let
Newcomer.
me read.
Yeah, but I think BB
I
time can
posted it
speak.
on core team.
Yeah, BB
Hi,
time
sorry.
can.
Yeah.
There you go.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was very fond of your guild that especially your name that you said it's limitless. So I was wondering if what are your other plans on expanding, like scaling, such as
Right.
content creation? Because I know people here are so there's so much talent like around this space in Web3,
Right.
and I was really wondering if you guys have other plans on like content creation because my guild, like most of my investors, doesn't really know about cryptocurrency,
Mm.
doesn't know about play to earn gaming.
Mm.
So I was wondering if what are your plans on like giving ideas on like expanding this space, like making the game known.
Okay. Sorry, how do I address you?
Oh, it's Chris. Sorry.
Oh, Chris,
Yeah.
thanks for having
Huh?
us, Chris. Really
Yeah.
appreciate joining us a session. I'll do my best to answer you, and other members of the team may join in as well. Uh, our plans in I can't speak for your plans because we have to speak for our own plans in how our now, when we first begin on setting out the guild, it just came from a very rudimentary idea when I watched BBC on Axie Infinity when they covered in Philippines. I got inspired. I got inspired on how gaming can revolutionize the industry as paying it forward to help more people. At the later stage of my career, at age of 44, I become an investor that I focus all my investment in crypto. And I discovered that crypto can fast forward the investment space and improve a person so much at a short period of time because I didn't just invest directly in crypto. Previously, I invest in I was also involved in building a mining farm. So I'm pretty exposed in different sort of expansion in the crypto space. Now, if you ask about what is LLG expansion plan in this current 1 or 2 year, is very much focused on two areas. The number one area is to build this project unlimited to really unlimited scaling that anyone, which any investors that says they are interested to build the space of running scholarship programs, we are most happy to help. We are most happy to share, and we are because we have already done that, right? So this is something that we are building as skill set. Another area is uh, on investment because crypto we don't have the right skill set in terms of the human capital skill set as the next Ethereum founder. So we are not the Larry Page or or the founders of Google. They have the brains of the world. They're able to develop different projects, right? But we want to be in the forefront of any projects that is doing good to the community that we can be involved in that through our network. And in fact, we are tapping on the network already. I can't share you the names, but we are very fortunate and very glad that we will be offering good early projects in future because we are involving in very good networks now because of the investors and our external partners. So that is something that we are having our feet and hands into. And in the foreseeable future, because this guild is built into two space. One is a scholarship base as the form of guild. Another is the investment space that I spearhead together with Hermie. So in future, I'm manifesting that we might be running our own show with YouTube and that we can share with more people of what we have invested, that we'll be managing a fund. In fact, we are managing a fund right now. And then we can showcase on the projects that is doing good to the community and on which area that you can be part of the project. So this is what we want to be as part of LLG. I'm not sure if that answers your question that we can discuss further, please.
But
Yeah, absolutely. It does answer my question. Yeah, I'm very excited on what Limitless Guild would do in terms of making play to earn gaming known to everybody. Because I know like gamers really know about Axie Infinity, but there's like more people to reach out. Like I know Philippines made a lot of
Right.
headway on like making play to earn gaming known, but there's like a lot of countries that doesn't really know about play to earn gaming still. So yeah,
Right.
was happy. I'm very excited on what you guys gonna do in the
Thank
future.
you. Thank you, Chris. Chris, you have done a great job. I saw your Twitter. You know, our socials are really weak. That's why Andrews is also helping us to build our socials. When I look at your Twitter and your socials, wow, it's gaining a lot of space. And congrats to that. You guys are doing great work here for the community.
Yeah, thank you for that. Because there's a lot of like talents within like the scholars itself. They're very
Yeah.
talented with it terms of like content creation, music, art. There's so much
Wow.
talent around this space, so I'm really excited about it.
Honestly, we have so much to learn from you. And I saw the little gift present that you give away to scholars with a
Oh,
lot of love.
it's actually from
Yeah.
it's actually from the meetup from LA. Yeah, I
Yeah.
met Jiho, Bryson, all of the core team. So yeah, we
Right.
as appreciation to them, we gave them Filipino snack. So they really appreciated
Wow.
it.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Awesome. Awesome. You guys are awesome.
All
Okay,
right.
let's go to the next question from our scholar. Basically, he is asking if there is like a plan for a revamp of Axis for the current scholarship once we transition over to the Project Unlimited. Will there be a revamp?
We are integrating the whole process together. Uh, Currently, the asset that we own and the project limited asset are two different sets of assets. So the assets are not co-sharing. Okay, but in terms of the payout, in terms of the arrangement of the systemized approach, it will be merged into one. Okay, so
So a quick
yeah, sorry, Hermie, you're saying.
So basically, a quick answer regarding the axis, we're not yet sure. Because the new scholarship has like new axis, but we already have like the old LLG assets like being played by you right now. But
Yeah.
we do transition. We plan to transition or revamp the payout system from like the current payout system of a percentage basis over to a fixed one, which is actually better for you if you are like a great improver in the game, because the more you improve, the more SLP you get. So we will release that model once it is available for us to release. Because right now we're finalizing the numbers for the 40 energy and 60 energy, but we're pretty much fixed for 20 energy. And what I can say is the more you improve, the more you increase your average SLP, the more percentage you get as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that answers part of the revamp. There's a second question also. They want to know if
Mm.
how LLG would want, or how can LLG handle the pressure if we reach the 1,000 scholar phase. What is our target manpower with coaches and trainers? Ryan and Woom has an answer for this.
Okay, so to share the answers for that, so our current plan is to have at least one coach per 250 scholars, and can also have one trainer for every 250 scholars. So that's the
Okay.
scalability that we're working on with right now, but things are still subject to change depending on the situation on the
All right.
scalability. Okay. Yeah.
So Ryan's answer: once we reach 1,000 scholars, we are expected to have 4 trainers and 4 coaches. Or if we decide to like change that numbers from like one trainer or coach to 250 scholars over to 200, then we'll have 5. So that number is not yet finalized. But
Mm.
again, everything will be transparent once we are ready to deploy. We are almost there. We just need to confirm the numbers. We're almost
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
we do, we have to constantly stress test our system. There's no one fits all. Like we also explore what other options the industry is employing. Like we know LLG when they grow to like 4-5,000 scholars, they have 29 community managers, right, Hermie?
Correct.
Yeah. So we are not deploying the system of community managers because we want to have uh we we want to have more decentralized approach where coaches can assist to train out and beef up the game skill set for scholars rather than having community managers to just look after administration. So for administration, we would bring it more of a centralized approach because we don't want to bore scholars out. We want to look for skillful coaches that have been through that experience, that how to be a good player, how to play the game well, and be there for the player in that sense, rather than just pure community managers. Because administrative issues can be solved easily uh,
Right.
with database and robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Automation. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So no more.
Wait,
Oh,
Questions?
there we
there's a
go.
question.
Yeah, question from
Oh,
Ashtera. Can you read that, Ryan?
Okay. You guys mentioned tournaments. Is this guild versus guild ones? It sounds like it's going to be a big esports event in the future. So definitely this will happen in the future. So I have said in the December last year that we're going to have a guild versus guild tournaments, but some other opportunities came in and we need to manipulate that this one first. So we definitely will have to post set aside that thing first for now and focus on this big project first, because once we maximize the opportunity on this project, we can scale that event way much more bigger that I was planning to do in
Correct.
December. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
even
Ashtera is asking for like guild to guild like battles or guild to guild tournaments, with the way our partnership is working right now, we have access to other 4,000 guilds.
yeah.
So yeah, good luck
yield
to
versus
Good luck.
guild versus guild. That will
4,000
be, hey,
battle
if you
royale.
don't go that big, then I'm not sure.
Yeah, and we'll be battling with other big guilds as well, and invite some stars. So we really need to
so
focus on this
yeah.
big project. On the next few months,
Yeah. So
yeah,
basically,
Yeah,
there's
but
some
that's for that
that
guild versus guild, right? But then insider information, we also have a monthly tournament for the new Project Unlimited in order to help like incentivize those who are improving. We already have that plan in place. Just a spoiler. Okay.
right? Yeah.
and
So
also
there's
as
gonna be
there,
some
yeah,
tournaments.
okay. You're
So
saying, mom?
expect that. Yeah. Basically, there's gonna be some tournaments that's gonna be happening. So expect something like that will be happening soon. Not like we're not gonna leak the date, but that's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, that's gonna happen soon. And then Ashtar said in my DMs that she is not sure how to help. It's okay. You can take your time, analyze, watch around. I'm sure you could figure out on how to help. It's okay if you can't think of any right now because we don't have any deadlines for that, or any deadlines of submission. But the most important thing is you know what you want. That's it's okay if it takes time.
Right.
The important thing is you know what you
And
want.
a tip
Yeah.
from me.
I
Yep.
see.
And a tip from me, try to look into what you think the guild is lacking currently with like 4 to 5 core members, and then try to figure out which area you can try and help or contribute. Because 5 of us cannot simply handle 1,000 scholars, right? There will be loopholes, there will be cracks within like the system. So if you find that out and you think that you can have the responsibility for that, then try to contact us. Maybe we can help, we can work out. That's one way of finding out how you can contribute also.
I can send food.
Oh, thanks,
Thank you so
Ash.
much, Ashton. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Food.
Yeah, as we said
Alright.
from the start, from the beginning, we're aiming to be an open guild. So anyone who'd like to help us will happily appreciate it and work with it and so on. So yeah, that's all. Any more questions?
I think let me take a look.
Oh, several people are typing. There you go.
Oh no.
Prepare for impact. The
All
barrage
right.
is coming. Come on, guys. Yeah. Okay. So we did. Okay, I want to help you guys. So hope you can consider my application. So about that, Lucas, I think we can finalize those applicants by this week, right? After this AMA, this weekend, because I am
Not
starting to,
confirmed.
yeah, confirm those who applied for the recruitment.
If they
Oh,
join the stream and they applied, then they should have an idea on how they can contribute.
Yeah,
So like more conversations, more like topics discussed until we can know where they can contribute for the guild.
Yep.
and then
Members.
for game captains, okay, coaches and trainers, I will spend the last few days of this week to prepare something so you guys, when you guys get in, me or Wam will train you personally on how to handle scholars. So you guys can get a heads up, okay? So can't wait for that one.
Yep.
Hey guys,
So
let's show our face in the Discord so everyone can see us.
well,
And then
all
we
right.
take a picture all together. And I mean, it's a judge's moment. It's not easy for everyone to come together. Why don't we just turn on our camera and then we take a group picture together?
Yeah, let's do
All
like a
right,
group big
let's
group
end the
picture.
stream for Facebook here, and then we can do the picture and
Yeah,
Let me
conclude
turn off. So, ciao
and
for
end the
Facebook.
stream.
Yep.